What's up, guys? It's the Celtic Collective here, coming at you with the deck profile today. Finally able to showcase my Igknight deck. I finally got the remaining cards that I needed in the mail. Again, I really like this deck because it really takes no skill at all, and I'm not that good at Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's really fun for me to use, and I can win with it too. Alright, let's dive in. Alright, to start things off, we have a pretty standard Igknight lineup. It's pretty much just 3 of every card. We have Triple Templar, we have Triple Crusader, we have Triple Gallant, that guy right there. We have Triple Margrave, let's see, let me get him right there. We have Triple Paladin, and then the last Igknight monster we have is Igknight Squire. Again, you want to run as many as possible because with the destruction effect, you go through them relatively quickly. And if you can start with a lot of them in your opening hand, that is really good. The non-Igknight monsters I run are 3 Royal Magical Library, as you see online with all the profiles and duels. This card nets you so many pluses when you're able to get it off first turn and just have your Ignites go off. So many draws, really exciting. Some tech cards that I throw in are 1 Denko Sekka. I like having this because essentially this deck can be an OTK deck, and it's really nice just not to have any back row disrupting your plays. And then one other monster, I'm actually running 1 Ultimate Baseball Kid. It's kind of an older card for people who don't know what he does. For each other fire monster you have on the field, he gains 1,000 attack points. So essentially, if you can pendulum onto the field with 4 other Ignite monsters, he's a 4,500 beater, which is amazing. That sums up the monster lineup. As for the spells, Searchers, 3 Summoner Arts, along with 3 reinforcements of the army. Again, everything's a warrior in the deck, so it's easy to grab. And you want to keep the deck really consistent. Speaking of consistency, I'm running 3 Upstart Goblin. Again, what's great about this card is pretty much playing with a 37 card deck. Where the deck starts to get a little cheeky, I am running 3 Heatwave. For those who don't know what this card does, you have to activate at the start of your main phase 1, and pretty much for the rest of your turn and your opponent's turn until your next draw phase, no one can normal or special summon effect monsters. Again, I can't play Ultimate Baseball Kid or Denko Sekka, but for me to go off with Ignites is more than enough to definitely get me the lead in the game. I'm also running 2 MST because back row, bottomless, floodgates like Vanity's Emptiness are a huge pain for this deck, so I want to make sure that I'm able to proceed with my plays. I'm only running 1 Ignition Phoenix. This is a really good field spell card for the deck. What it does is instead of having to destroy 2 Ignite monsters to get that search, you only require 1. You can do it once per turn. The only reason why I run 1 is because this deck is very, very fast, and you pretty much don't need to search it. You'll be able to draw it relatively quickly. That sums it up for the spells. For the traps, I'm just running 2 Tyrant's Throws. What this card does is you tribute 2 of your normal monsters, and then neither player can special summon or normal summon any effect monsters. So this entirely just stuns your opponent. The reason why I run 2 is because, again, I am running 3 Cold Waves, which I like a little better because your opponent cannot counter that. Whereas these ones, like I mentioned, same for Ignition Phoenix, you pretty much draw into them relatively quickly, and then you can get them off as soon as possible as well. As for the extra deck, to be honest, I don't really go into this as much. I only do if maybe I'm losing and I need to net some defense to make a comeback, or if I'm pushing for that OTK. But here's my lineup. I am running 1 Zen mains. Like I mentioned before, this guy's just good for protection. If I'm kind of behind, I can use him to stall just to rebuild my hand and go from there. I am running 1 number 86 because you can just spam the rank 4s, and this guy is amazing when you're able to get a bunch of abilities off for him. 1 Excalibur, again, everything's a warrior, 4,000 beater to push for that OTK. I am running 1 Carnagorgon. Again, like I mentioned, if I need some defenses, if I want to protect my Pendulum Zones, or maybe my Tyrant's Throws, I'll put him on the field. I am running 1 Cowboy, again, just to get that extra 800 burn-in, just to possibly push for game. 1 Honor Arc, steal your opponent's guys. Castel, return them, flip them face down. Igknight, clear the board, push for game. I am also running one of this guy. I'm not even going to try to say the name because I'm just going to butcher it. And also one diamond because this shuts down Burning Abyss and Shaddolls, which is really good. I'm also running one Daigusto Emerald. If for whatever reason I end up using a lot of XCing that game, this guy will just recycle my Igknight monsters, which is very helpful. As for the high level monsters, I'm running one Durendal. Reason why is just to mess up your opponent's hands, again, just causing a little more distraction for them. I am also running one Volcasaurus, very good to pop the monster and go for game. One M7, same reason, remove monsters, going in for game. And then one Gaia Dragon, just because I am running 3, 5, or in total 3, 5, and 6s. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed my Igknight deck profile. Again, this is a really fun and fast deck to get off. The only expensive card right now is Templar, so again, once the hype goes down, this deck will be relatively cheap. It's really fun to play. I'd recommend picking it up if you have the chance. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and also like and subscribe to stay up to date with more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.